2. First and 10 now for Clemson. Now it's Taylor. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Taylor, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jennings. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Jennings pushing his way through. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. DeMarcus Jennings there to make the grab. And the Gators have taken the early lead.
Well, that's something, Charles, that we have seen so much this year from him. A great throw there for the touchdown.
And not only did we just see that throw, it makes you think back throughout the season. You talked about it. We've seen it throughout the year. The variety of throws we've seen from him. We've seen every arm angle, different platforms, on the move, in the pocket. Does he have to gun it? Does he loft it? He has all the throws in his arsenal, and he just exhibited one more there for another touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jewell. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd down, Jewell. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Taylor, and he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Tigers are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Houston. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 9.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He finds Lashley complete over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That catch good for only a couple. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before break. Houston. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jennings. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Jennings. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Houston. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Looking for Beasley, got him on the slant.
And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I love the drive they're working on here, because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. DeMarcus Jennings. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Gators have jumped out in front. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well-executed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, I know this will surprise you. I've actually done a little bit of reading lately, and all the analytics say that you should go for it more on fourth down. I think someone has referred back to their analytics coach. Maybe he's got a pipeline into the booth because that was a really good play call.
Now Taylor.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Taylor.
Over the middle, complete. It's Powers.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Taylor to throw. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown Clemson. Junior Gandy in the final minute. And Clemson has taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles? And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
These are tough laws.
Well, there's no doubt about it. After losing to Clemson, he'll be joining the NFL with a...
No matter the game, that is what he aspires to be on and off the field. That competitive edge is something we both share. There's a lot of respect there. You know, I was an athlete forever, and I'm still a cutthroat competitor.
Both of you the exact same.
Neither of us had taken any shortcuts, and we both want to be disruptors.
The results from all your performance screenings were off the charts, which we expected. The DNA analysis helped too.
Yeah, you guys don't mess around. Man, I felt like a science experiment or something these last few weeks.
Everything counts. We track it all. Your sleep patterns, nutrition, lactate threshold, isokinetic testing. We need all that data to continue to personalize a plan for you.
Yeah, I have definitely been exposed to some things I've never thought about. Like speaking with the sports psychologist last week.
Take full advantage. It's not just how you perform on the field. I gotta be honest, I was a tad skeptical about you at first with all the buzz. You hear it all the time.
All right. So now that you met me, what do you think?
Everything we've seen on film has been on full display. I think that some people come here to train, and they say they want to be like this. But they aren't ready to put in that type of work. They truly don't see themselves in that light. But that's not the case with you. You're wired a little bit differently, I can tell. I'm glad you accepted the invite.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Couldn't pass it up. And I've always wanted to put my team on. If I eat, they eat. You know what I mean?
No one can make it alone. And you already got that figured out. You're ahead of the game.
Hey. Hey, so I didn't tell you, but when we were hanging around at Nike, I got in contact with some reps for their other sponsored athletes. Russell Wilson's agent just emailed me. He's going to be hosting a charity game to raise funds for some local fields. You want in? It's going to be a pickup game in Hawaii sometime in March. They're still trying to nail down the exact date.
Wow. Hawaii, and we're giving back to the kids too? Yeah, you can definitely co-sign that one.
What if we told Zoe how to sit this one out? Hey, how about a little more enthusiasm? This is a big deal. You're not even in the league, and they're inviting you to line up against the best in the game.
I'm excited, I swear. I just couldn't imagine being in this position before. And to get back to the community too.
I get that. It's not about fame or the flashing lights.
I was barely able to eat off the dollar menu when we met. To go from that to canceled pros, and now this.
You've got to enjoy these moments along the way. Got it?
I think you're just excited that you get to go to Hawaii.
Of course I am. And you're not letting me have my moment.
All right, Jay.